Can you just say your name so we have...
Džanan, like Džanan Musa. Yes.
When you're going against all these guys, so many of them that have had 3-4 years of college experience, you're just 19. Do you feel that out there? But also you have all that experience overseas, obviously.
Yes, I play in Europe like professional basketball last 3 years, so I have experience with a lot of stronger guys and older, so it's not something I feel difficult.
Do you have any relationships with those overseas, like Džanan Musa, who's in Croatia, or any of those guys?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I have a national teammate, Jusuf Nurkic from Portland, so I speak to him a lot. So we have that kind of relationship. Yes.
Has he been helpful, or
yes,
during this process?
A lot. He helps me to understand how to talk to the media, to the teams, how to practice. So it's been helpful.
Why did you decide now's the right time for you to enter the draft?
I just want to develop. I think I'm ready. I have enough talent, but I want to show the NBA and the scouts here that I want to work hard and to develop myself as the player that I want to be.
Has there been anything about this process that's been surprising for you?
This organization, this professionality here at Indiana Pacers. This is my first workout, so it's been a lot of surprises because of how the coaches handle you, and then I'm happy to be here.
Do you get to know these guys at all that you're working out with? Is there any time for that on days like this?
No, I think that we all trying to compete against each other, so we don't like make friends here. We just want to make the team. So.
Is there any chance you made friends with the guy on the phone over there, Tyler Weidman, who's from around here?
Oh, he's a nice guy. He's been helpful from here. He's been explaining us how to practice in this gym. So he's been helpful.
How much NBA are you watching?
A lot.
Have you watched?
A lot. Every single game, if I can, because in Europe it's big time difference, like 6 hours. So the games are early in the morning, like 3-4. So we don't have the chance to watch. But when I get the time, I watch a lot.
Is there someone? Go.
I say you watch them live or recorded? Or?
Live. Yeah. We have like channel who broadcast all the games.
So you're up at 3 in the morning watching games?
Yes, when I don't have practice in the morning, yeah. Yes, I have.
What teams and players catch your eye?
Indiana? I'm just kidding. A lot of, especially Indiana and San Antonio and Atlanta, Portland, the teams who share the ball. The most I like that kind of basketball. I don't like the run and gun like basketball. So I like the European style of basketball.
How many more workouts do you have scheduled?
I have 4 more: Portland, Denver, San Antonio, and Utah.
You've been mentioned as a first-round pick. Do you expect to go?
Yes, of course. I think that I'm a lottery, but it's things how it goes. So I have to satisfy myself with the first-round pick. But I think that I will show how the time goes that I'm able to play at the highest level.
How will you show that? What makes you a lottery pick in your mind?
Because I work hard, I have talent, and I have confidence in myself on the court that I think that no one have in this draft.
What type of player would a team be getting if they're drafting you? What could they expect from you?
A lot of energy on the court, leadership. My teammates likes me a lot, so I like to be interrupting with the coaches, with the staff. So I like to be on the court, and I think that the team will get some security with me and the energy, as I said.
You're listed at 190. Is that your correct weight?
190.
190.
No, 200.
You're 200 now.
Yes.
Okay. Did you find that to be at all? I mean, do you feel like you have to put on a lot of strength and weight for the NBA?
Yeah, I think that I have to work a lot on myself. I think that with the height 6'9", me with let's say 215, I will be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You speak awfully good English. Is that something you had to take in school, or?
Yes, I graduated 8 years of the school, of the English school, so I have that in my vocabulary.
Could you just say your full name again for us?
Džanan Musa. It's like John, but it's Džanan.
Gotcha. Džanan Musa.
That's right.
Does that work?
Yes.
Cool.
You'll be asked that at every pre-draft workout.
Yeah.
I'm prepared.
Good luck.
Since so much of this process is obviously very new to you, what questions do you have? What are you trying to get answered?
I'm just trying to get what kind of teams wants the be their rosters in 2 years, because I know that rookie year is tough, not playing a lot, working hard. So I want to see how team will react on me in 1 year from now. So that's
that they don't give up, or that
they see me as a project. You know, a lot of rookies was thrown to the dust. So I don't want to let that happen to me. I want to compete, and I want to show that I can play on the highest level.
What do you think that your biggest area for growth is, or what do you expect yourself to have to grow in most in the NBA?
Well, I think I have to gain some muscles. I have to develop my game more physical, because in Europe we don't have like the guys around here who are this kind of athletes. So I have to develop myself into that kind of player, to finish in through contacts, to see that as a good team.
Are there current NBA players that you kind of model yourself after? Or
Manu Ginobili. Have that leadership, have that character, have that mentality that I look up to.
The thing we always hear about the European game is how much you practice and stuff.
Yes.
What is your practice schedule like on a week? Are you practicing every single day?
Every single day, twice, yes. We don't have that much games, but this season, last season, we had 84 games. So we didn't have so much time to practice, but we kind of developed ourselels on our own when we have the chance, when we're not on the travels, when we're not having away games. We're practicing a lot. So we get in a weight room first 1 hour, then we have 1.5 hour normal practice, and then after that we're shooting.
Because that's where it'd be very different. Come January, February, you're not really practicing much here at all.
Yes, but I think that if you want, you can always practice. You know, that with that killer mentality, you have to sacrifice a lot to this game if you love this game, and if you really want to succeed in this sport.
Do you feel like, because you're so young, people might assume you don't have that much experience, but because of all the practicing you do, because of all the games that you've played already, do you feel like people might overlook that a little bit?
Yes, of course. The people don't realize that we in Europe have the chance, like from the age of 16, 17, to play the professional basketball at the highest level. So my debut was at 16 years old against Panoulis and Diamantidis. So that's the two legends in Europe. So that's a big thing for us, and we came here to compete.
When did you start playing basketball?
At 6 years old.
And what got your interest in it?
Well, my brother was youth national team player. He was a point guard, and he stopped playing basketball because I moved to Sarajevo, to the main city of the Bosnia, when I was 11, to live by my own and to play basketball. So I sacrificed a lot for this game.
So you live on your own at 11?
Yes.
As part of a team?
Nah, just on my own.
How do you support yourself?
I had a family who loves me. I have the brother who supports me a lot. So I have the.
So like they send money, you're saying, or I mean, how were you supported financially?
I had a pretty mom and dad to push that. So.
Okay. Now how far away were you from your parents?
4.5 hours, 5 driving.
Are you you're living in an apartment or something?
Yes.
At 11 years old?
Yes. It is.
Wow.
It is strange, but you have to sacrifice, as I said, to become a professional basketball. And I think that we all have that little bit sacrifice, but when you want to become a legend, you have to give all to the basketball.
What was that like, being on your own at 11?
It was hard. I struggled a lot. I cried almost every day for the first 3-4 months, but at that point I get over it, and I have the friends. I made up friends there, so I'm good about it.
Yeah, but you're what, in an academy or something?
Nah,
or
just a partner.
Yeah, but I mean, weren't you part of it?
Basketball academy. Academy. Yeah.
So you practice a couple times a day with
two, 3 times a day.
with other kids your age?
Basically, older than me, of course.
I was going to say, were there other kids around your age also doing what you were doing, living on their own?
So that wasn't normal.
No, that wasn't normal at all, because it's a lot of hard when you have like mom. I'm very, very close to my mom and dad, and when you go from them to 4.5, 5 hours of driving, it's a lot hard for them and for me. So.
Were there times
else you do for food? Did you make your own food, cook your own food?
No, I had a like voucher to go in student place and to eat, so it wasn't that bad. But
Okay.
you know.
Were you like on a campus, like a college campus of some kind, or education?
No, just like we had like some college when we go to eat and apartment like in the city.
Okay. Okay. And tell me again, what city were you living in when you're doing this?
Sarajevo, the main city. Yes.
Okay.
Were there times during that process, especially early on, when you kind of thought, you know, is this something I really want to do?
Of course, a lot of times, 2-3 times I packed my stuff and wanted to go home, but I realized that so much. I give love so much to this sport that I couldn't do it, and I just stayed. And this what basketball do for me. It brought me to Indiana, to NBA, to stuff that I love. So I'm happy about it.